it's proving impossible, and we have actually we've wasted a lot of time. So let me see how we can just it's the rotation actually. So let me just see how to make something out of it. Let me take it a little bit back. Right, so we can cover a lot. Okay. Okay. I think we can manage with this. It's sometimes tech just wants to do its own thing. All right. Okay, I think we can manage this for today. This hasn't happened before, but today let's just do what we have so we can hold the class. All right, time is not of the essence. Time is not on our side, so we just have to make do with what we have. Okay, let me check from my end. Let's see how it looks like. Okay, it's actually manageable. I think I can still bring it a little bit forward. Yeah, I think I can still bring it a little bit forward. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I think it's managed. It should be manageable this way. Okay. Okay, I think we can make. I'm just trying to confirm what it's like. Okay, let me switch out the light and see. I really want to know what this looks like from my end. Okay. Yeah, I think it's manageable this way. So so I try and be as audible as I can be, so we all can hear everything I say. So yeah. So I welcome each and every one of us to today's class. So sorry for the unfortunate adjustments, but we just have to, comment. We can ENG341 class, and we had a class on. We had a class on Friday, and we actually did cover a lot of things. And today we'll be very particular about Affricate sound. All right, we're going to be taking our bearing from Affricate sound. All right, for today, I'm just trying to set up on board now, and we can proceed. We have ENG341. Okay, from what I can see, it's not bad. Okay, let me make it on. Let me improve the quality. Okay, video quality. Okay, let me make it 720p. Let's see what it looks like. Okay, yeah, from my hand here, it's not bad. It's okay. It's something we can make do it. So let's proceed. So we have Affricate sounds. Okay, Affricate sounds. Affricate sounds. So what are we talking about? Now, Affricate sounds are sounds that are produced at 2 points of the organs of speech. All right, and these 2 points of the organs of speech, they are referred to the bony reed and, all right, alveolar and or palata. Okay, now we're talking about Affricate sounds. Affricate sounds are sounds that are produced at the 2 points of organs of speech. Sounds that are produced at the 2 points of the organs of speech, namely the alveolar and the palata. Now, alveolar is said to be what? D denoting, all right, the bony ridge that contains the socket of the upper teeth. All right, the bony ridge that contains. Let me be sure I'm not writing out of space. Okay, because the camera now, the coverage is limited. It's not as usual, so I need to be sure. All right, I'm still within space. Now that contains the what? The socket of the upper teeth. All right, the socket of the upper teeth. All right, that is the alveolar. Okay, now as for the palatal, the roof of, all right, the roof of the mouth separating. Let's switch to my MTN. The MTN network is not stable. Is it about to rain outside?
The network is bad. The weather is clear.
Okay, so sorry about that. I think we have the network now. Okay, so let's proceed. Right. Okay. We have the network. So let's do a thing. Let's continue. Hopefully, the network is a bit stable now. So now, speaking of the affricate sound. All right. So we said the sounds are produced at 2 points. All right, of the organs, and these organs are referred to as alveolar and palatal. Okay. Now, okay, we have that as that. I think we are good now. So, yeah. So now we have all that on affricate, right? Affricate sound. Now, it might interest you to know that the redention between these 2 points, all right, the redention between them is achieved. When I say redention, we're talking about the performance, all right, of producing these sounds, all right, the performance of producing affricate sounds, all right, the word performance and redention, all right, the synonymous of this is performance or interpretation. Now, the redention of achieving the production of these affricate sounds is achieved by placing the tip of the tongue at the word alveolar. All right, is achieved by placing, all right, by placing the tip of the tongue, all right, on the all right, on the alveolar. Placing the tip of the tongue on the alveolar at the same time struck in the blade of the palatal region. And tongue on the alveolar and the same time struck, all right, the blade and struck the blade of the alata, all right, and struck on the blade of the palatal region, all right, palatal region. Okay, so that is how affricate sounds are being produced. All right, there is nothing much to how the production of affricate sound are being made. Now let's proceed as we will be looking at some All right, these sounds we are referring to. What are the types? What are the types of affricate sounds? Now we're going to take it one step at a time. Now let's start with the palato alveolar affricate. All right, the palato, all right, palato alveolar, all right, affricate. Now, this category of affricate sound is said to be, all right, the first of this pair is what? Now, this palato alveolar, let me just use AS so we understand that this is palato alveolar. This is O. Let me write this clearly. Palato alveolar, all right, affricate sound. So we have an example of this as the consonant sound, all right, T and F, and we also have D and Z, all right, D and Z. Okay, so now let's dissect this. That is an example of affricate sound. Now we're looking at the palato alveolar affricate sound. Okay, now take a look at this. Now this pair, all right, this pair, all right, the first two, which is this, is referred to as voiceless. All right, this is voiceless, while, all right, the voice and learners. All right, we have voice, this is learners, voice and learners. Now, they are the two main affricate consonant sounds. Okay, they are referred to as the two main, okay, affricate consonant sounds. All right, they are referred to as the two main affricate consonant sound. All right, now we have the first pair, which is a combination of voiceless and fortis alveolar. All right, the first pair is referred to as TF, all right, which is what is referred to as the combination of voiceless and fortis. All right, voiceless and voiceless, all right, voiceless fortis alveolo. All right, so we have this first pair is a combination of the voiceless fortis alveolo. That's fortis alveolar. All right, that is the voiceless fortis alveolar. Okay, now and we have example of this. We have two, all right, we have time, all right, we have taxes. All right, these are just very few examples. Now this is actually a consonant sound. I hope I have not gotten out of, okay, I think I have. I've gotten out of range. Let me bring this here because my camera is not consonant sound. All right, so we have that as that, and it is voiceless fortis, all right, but the counterpart, okay, now let's dissect this properly. This is a combination of two consonant sounds. This is T and this is F. All right, now what we've just done here, we've only dissected for T. All right, and this, the way this thing is written is not really FF. Let me properly write it out. It's not really FF like that. So what we've done here, all right, we've only dissected for the T. Now let's give an example for this other one, which is written in, is not F, actually is kind of, let me not put it like this. kind of like this. So this is the proper thing. All right. So it's a combination of T and this. All right. That looks like S. All right. And here we refer to this, all right, as voiceless 40s. All right. And voiceless, all right, and counterpart squared, all right, is also a voiceless 40s viola. And we have example of this. Example of this, we have show, all right, we have shoulder, all right, we have shake, all right, we also have short. Okay, so we have that as that. Now let's look at example of the second pair. Let's not forget we have T and we have D and Z. All right, so now let's dissect this and let's see what we can get out of it. Okay, so for the other pair, which is D and Z, all right, we're taking this together as we have the very first one as D and we have this as Z. All right, so for D we have okay, let me just erase this. For D we have did, all right, we have bed, okay, we have that as that, and for the other word we have the likes of vision, all right, we have vision, we have decision, all right, and we have mission. So we have that as that. Now we also have the fricative sounds. All right. Under these fricative sounds, all right, we have plosive and affricate sounds. The production of plosive and affricate sounds under this, let me just erase this. Under type of affricate sound, we also have what we call the fricates. All right, fricates, or let's say fricative. Let me use the word fricative instead. Fricative. Fricative. Now, this sound, we have the production of plosive. The plosive and the affricate sounds are produced with some degree of stoppage. Now, the fricative sound do not experience such stoppage. All right, when we say fricative sound now, fricative sound does not, all right, are sounds that are produced, all right, with the absence of stoppage involved in fricative sounds. All right, now it involves the production of, now we have, oh my goodness, so sorry, just a moment, let me get the lamp. Oh my goodness. Okay, let there be light, and there was light.
Okay, then light.
Okay,
Okay.
so
Is there light?
let's proceed. So we have the fricative sound, and this fricative sound, just like as I said earlier on, all right, the stoppage in the production of affricate sounds and the plosive sounds, all right, the stoppage involved in production of these sounds is the reverse in the production of fricative sounds. Now, fricative sounds do not experience stoppages or stoppage as the articulator involved in producing fricative sound do not often make a complete closure against the air. All right, when we talked about the production of fricative sound, we made mention of, all right, the complete closure, all right, against the air that travels to the mouth. But here, in the production of fricative sound, there is no such thing. Okay, now let me write that out. So let me use this as Fs, as a fricative sound, do not experience, all right, the lack of stoppages. No, lack of stoppage of the lack of stoppage of the articulation of the of
This
the
is talking about these boxers.
God,
Leave them now. Should be ready for me.
all right, the lack of stoppage of the articulation. Okay, articulation involved in the production, all right, in its production. Okay, so now we have we also have in the production of fricative sound, all right, there is no, all right, complete closure, all right, no complete closure in the there's no complete closure against the air, against the air that travels through the mouth. Okay, that travels through the mouth. So we have examples of the sounds. Okay, from what I have here, sounds like the sounds that are produced more of, we have snake sound, all right, we have like snake, all right, we have sleep, all right, we have sniff, all right, sniff. These are kind of sounds we produce with this, all right, so we have that as that, all right. So let's take a thing or two more before we call it a wrap for today. All right, we have the glottal fricative, all right, we also have the glottal fricative sounds, all right, the glottal, all right, glottal fricative. Now, when we talk about glottal fricative, what are we talking about? All right, denoted with this. Now, this sound is produced at the glottal region, all right, with the characteristics of the fricative sound. This sound is produced at the glottal, all right, glottal region, all right, produced at the glottal region with the characteristics of the fricative sound. With the characteristics of the fricative sounds. Okay, so we have that as that. Now, it is the voiceless 40 sound which occurs as H. Alright, like how, he, who, whose. Alright, we have, let me bring it here. How, alright, he, who, alright. We have whose. Alright, so we have H, 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 H. Okay, so we have that as that. Now let's we have examples of this. We still have is, all right, hell. I think I haven't written in. Okay, so this is the glottal fricative. Okay, so this is all we're going to be talking about on affricate sounds. All right, so we've spoken about glottal fricative sounds, all right, which we denote with the H, and this sounds is produced at the glottal region. Okay, with the characteristics of the fricative sound. Okay, so I am aware that this exam, the course you're having the exam, the very first exam we're having, is the very first exam we are having is of this course, and so for as many of us who will be needing past questions, for the course to prepare for our exam, let's do well to reach out to me as I will make them available. Okay, so thank you very much, everyone. I believe you've been able to gain a thing or two in today's class. I look forward to seeing you in subsequent tutorials. To enjoy the rest of the evening.